Cookies are the perfect summer, I almost said meal, but the perfect summer treat. Meal works too. They are universally loved, they're perfectly packable, and they won't spoil in the summer sun. Well, my next guest is releasing 3 new cookie flavors, each inspired by a jar currently sitting in your pantry. Baker Khara Westergard joining me in the kitchen. She is not one to judge cookies for lunch.
Oh, no. Let's do that. In fact, it was breakfast yesterday.
You say summer is the perfect time to brush up on our cookie making skills.
It is because, well, summer's here, but so are the kids, and they want lemonade stands, and they want to visit grandma and their auntie, and they want cookies, and they want to bake with everyone. And
So prep the kitchen because the flour is about to fly.
That's right.
And heaven bless everyone who stops at lemonade stands. I didn't realize the empathy or the gratitude you have as a mom when someone stops at your door. You're like, I'm sorry and thank you.
Our best
and
friend today.
Yeah, but if people have to stop, if the neighbors have to be forking over the cash for the lemonade stand, let them eat delicious cookies.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
Okay, what's at play here?
Okay, so another thought for today was that you have some things in your pantry that as the seasons change, you need to be summer cleaning, not spring. But
Recycling through.
So yeah, so most people, they'll buy, peanut butter, but if you don't have kids in your house, like you're the aunt or you're the grandma and they're not living with you anymore, maybe you're not going through your peanut butter fast enough.
Or you're buying that big jar from Costco and it does tend to sit there.
Mm-hmm. And the same goes with our Nutella and our Biscoff cookie butter because those are like gold. There's like the little jar for more than $5.
Yeah.
And you save them and you save them for a special occasion, but guess what? If you can stop right now, go to your pantry and smell that jar of Biscoff. If it's starting to smell like oil instead of Biscoff, it's starting to turn.
Oh, so turning quicker than we realize sometimes.
Okay, so let's use it.
So we're gonna use it. I was gonna say, at my house, the peanut butter might sit, the Nutella never goes, unclean. The jar gets licked to the very bottom. But either way, 3 different spreads. So peanut butter, Nutella, or the cookie butter. You can use all of those in the same recipe?
Yes, and so with, baking with kids in mind, thinking about easy recipes, this kind of plays off of the 3 ingredient cookie recipe. However, if we're really being honest, 3 ingredients is not as delicious as it could be. So we're gonna add just a couple more. Okay. Don't be scared, don't be afraid of adding the salt and the vanilla. That makes it more delicious.
Those extras, okay.
Yes.
Extras in the 3 ingredient cookie.
So we're gonna start here, and all of them are kind of the same. So we're gonna do this together.
Okay.
We've got peanut butter, Nutella, and Biscoff.
Okay.
We're gonna add an egg to each of them.
And how much, like a cup?
So this one's just 1 egg for these 2.
Sorry,
and that one,
the spread, is that a cup of spread?
Oh, yes, about that for them. They're different weights.
I was gonna say, right when I asked that, Khara measures. She's legit.
I am.
She's profesh, but about a cup? Okay.
Yes, about a cup. And then for the Biscoff one, we're doing less than an egg, so it's beaten egg, and that's 40 grams. And the easy thing about that is that you can just go by grams and do less Biscoff if you don't have a whole jar left and you need to use it up.
Okay.
Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and add the salt in all of them and the vanilla.
Thanks for trusting me with a double bowl over here.
I know, you're
feel
so
like
good.
I have been elevated to sous chef status. Okay.
Good job. Okay, so then we're gonna stop right there, except for with the peanut butter, we're gonna go ahead and add sugar in as well. The rest of them have sugar in their spreads.
So we don't need to worry about the extra sweetness.
It already has sweetness, so we're adding some to the peanut butter. Now let's go ahead and just stir these together.
Okay.
I'm glad you're starting with the Nutella because the Biscoff is the one that is the hardest to stir together.
It has more structure to the texture. Is that a polite way to say it?
To incorporate.
It's really sticky. Yeah.
But so you're gonna do this until it's incorporated well, and if you do it with a beater, it's faster, and you just make sure it's, really well incorporated with that egg. But
okay, good enough.
Yours, good enough for that one.
Moving on.
Well done.
Okay, march us forward while I stir.
Okay, so as we're going on, the peanut butter is pretty much done as is.
Oh,
that's it.
You bake like that?
And you just add the chocolate
chips.
chips.
Oh yeah, it did thicken up there. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go ahead, add the chocolate chips.
Okay.
For these ones, our last important ingredient before the chips is the flour, and we want to get this fully mixed in so that when we mix the flour is not getting overmixed.
Okay.
So
have it all mostly done before the flour joins the party.
And that's the hard part, but the kids, they love to help stir. That's one of their...
Oh, here it comes.
They think it's the most important job.
Well, it is. Yeah, saves mom from that bicep workout. Okay.
Right. So now we're going to go ahead and add in our flour.
Hello, flour.
And when our flour goes in, we're going to do it just until it is done.
Whoa, oh,
That's
there.
okay.
I
I'll forgive
said
you.
flour was flying when the kids took the kitchen,
You were
or me,
right.
or
Just
me.
add another little pinch. You just have to start eyeballing at that point, right?
Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen
I was
with the
really
kids.
excited.
It reminds me of when those videos, you know, what you imagine cooking with children will be like.
Amen. I mean, and I always go into it with such grit of patience.
Right, and then you're like, whoa, it's everywhere.
I go out of it saying that was not the mom I started this day to be.
Well, and that's why an easy recipe is nice because it gets you wet
Yeah.
and learning to do this with kids. And
Yeah.
also isn't too much if it's too much.
Okay, right, and there.
So then let's go ahead and fold in our chocolate chips.
Ooh, and I get the white.
Yes, you do.
Yum.
I like the white with the Biscoff because it just adds a little bit of a difference to your
Okay,
palate.
I don't want to be
without
picky, but I
changing.
am going to point out as chocolate chips are now flying that I did get the smallest bowl.
You did. You really
Okay.
did because I was making that my cue to remind you that you can cut it in half.
I'm not
you can
here to
it a
make
smaller
excuses,
recipe.
but my bowl is half the size. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No,
you're good.
I'm teasing.
Okay, so those are done. That was so easy, wasn't it?
Yes.
And now we have 3 cookies.
Okay,
all
so we
ready to go.
drop these on a sheet?
So yeah, so let's talk about how to finish each of these. So for the peanut butter, we're gonna go ahead, take a scoop. This is a little bit of a small scoop, but I didn't have 2 of the other
She
sides.
measures and she scoops because we're all about even.
And this one is actually good as is. We're just gonna put it on the pan.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, like a clean palm,
Yeah.
smash it down part way, and then, you know, use the fork.
Give it a good shape.
And I don't know why it's, I don't think I
Because
mixed
we're
it all the
staring
way.
at you. And
Oh,
there
I
are
know why.
cameras staring
Because
at
I
you.
did this
and-
with beaters before at home, and it actually makes your eggs set up better
Okay.
within your ingredients. So
Okay.
use your beaters at home.
There you go.
It'll be a little stiffer. Anyways, and then you can do, because we're in front of the camera, maybe too many chips in there, but you can do the crisscross with less
With
chips.
the fork. Okay.
Yep, with the fork. So that's all you do on that one because it has enough sugar. It doesn't really need to be rolled in sugar. These other ones, they were simple recipes and it would be nice to roll in sugar. Look, I scooped you.
Pre-scooped.
one
So
of
we'll give it a
these.
little roll.
And that's gonna go in regular sugar. So this is the Biscoff one.
Okay.
In regular sugar.
Uh-huh.
And I like the way that it makes the outsides crunchy.
Yeah.
And it helps to set the cookie up a little bit as well.
And then the Nutella is going in powdered sugar.
Yes, the Nutella's going in powdered sugar.
And not to rush us
And
ahead, but I do see a peanut butter drizzle waiting to
You
happen.
do.
Is that when it comes out of the oven?
So yes, when it comes out of the oven, we could actually grab one of the cookies
Sure.
off of the platter over there.
Oh, look at this. Here's how we do it.
Uh-huh.
Here's how it's done.
Yep.
Look at that.
And we can just do it right on top of there to show what we do.
Okay.
Place it down there, cut a little hole in. If you have a piping bag, great. If not, then just use a little baggie from home and cut the corner off. And then if you warm it up, it does do this a little bit easier.
Look at that. Look how pretty,
It's
Khara.
just really simple.
Okay,
So,
3
pull it
cookie
up.
recipes made
lift
out
it.
of those pantry jars. Use them before you lose them. Thank you so much.
You are
Where can
welcome.
we get more recipe inspiration from you?
So come follow me at Balsamic Baker on Instagram.
Balsamic Baker, you should be following. If not, we'll link you over from our website, studio5.ksl.com. And my kids are going to flip when they find out Nutella can go on more than just toast, but in our cookies too.